You are listening to Three for the Road podcast with James, Rocky, and Duran. Welcome back, everybody. We are Three for the Road, and unfortunately, we are still Two for the Road because we're still missing one of our other podcast members. I'm sure there's going to be another excuse and why he wasn't able to make it, so we'll see what happens from here. But I still have my man right here, which is... Rocky, all right. Say what?
Am I muted? I can hear myself.
I can't hear Rocky either. Did you just do it again? Okay. So can you hear Rocky now?
Muted, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm also muted. Okay, here we go. Take two.
All right. Now, hold on. Now we also got our video producer who just muted Rocky on his introduction. And that is James.
Hello.
All right. So you can see we're not paying him. He's an intern. So you can see our quality of work there.
I will soon get paid for this.
Yeah. So, Rocky, you were talking about Jamal because the last podcast that we weren't able to show, we were talking about Jamal on how his UFC fight was coming up.
Yep.
So how did he do?
He did amazing. He actually performed very well. The guy he went against, I don't remember his name too much, but he was 23-0, known to be a little bit of a wild guy in terms of like he gets really creative on how he throws his kicks or punches sometimes. He's a little crazy and unpredictable, I guess, right? Not too traditional. And Jamal handled it well. He had a 5-inch reach over the guy, so he was just picking him off, doing his combos and exiting and rotating at the same time. And that guy would just come right back, throwing some heavy punches, and Jamal was dodging most of them. And he did great. He won all 3 rounds, in my opinion. I think only one judge gave the other guy a single round, but the other 2 was 3-0 for Jamal on that. He kicked ass. He handled it well. Proud of the guy.
Man, so that was pretty good. So it actually was a decision. He wasn't able to finish it.
He was trying to do a Kimura at the very end.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The guy had a gable grip, just like holding on for dear life. And you just see Jamal just like the strain in his body, just trying to pull with all his might. But they were both gassed out. I think Jamal just has to work on his, being able to like last the 3 rounds and being close to like the same round 1, round 2 performance. Round 3, you could tell they were both gassed.
Wow. So I guess I think a lot of UFC fighters, they start running. I know it's not their thing, but they start running to try to build up that cardio for them. Because a lot of times they're just in the gym, just working out, training, and not too many are actually running out and doing that. I think I remember watching the UFC build-up for, again, Brock Lesnar and Frank Mir. And Frank Mir was actually running a lot. Like he was, he even said, like, running's not really my thing, but I had to push myself to be ready for the fight. So maybe that's what he has to do. He has to call Frank Mir.
Mm-hmm. No, not those old school guys. It's different now. It's changed a little bit.
Yeah, I bet it has. Well, I remember watching GSP, and he was always like technology, and he had all this stuff on him, and it reminded me of Rocky 4 with Dragnall or whatever his name is. How they had him all like that, his training, and when his punch, it would do a figure on it, how much it was, and so forth. So, but that was what. God, can I say 10 years ago? Was it less than that? Yeah. So, other than that, I mean, there was a couple other fights or at least fighters I wanted to watch. The other fighter was Alexander Hernandez, who fights from a jiu-jitsu gym here in San Antonio, Ohana. Really? Oh, that's right. That's right.
Where my kids go. He trains at a different Ohana location at headquarters, which is on the north side of town. But he did great. He almost fucked it up. He almost threw at the very end.
What did he do?
They ended up grappling at the very end, and he had his back taken, and the guy almost had a rear naked choke. It's so close, but he had his chin tucked in, and there was like 30 seconds left, and he had all 3 rounds won.
Wow.
And they told him, like, what were you thinking in the end? They're like, and he just said, I can't fuck this up.
That'd probably be the same thing. I'll be thinking, oh, shit.
Yeah, but he scrambled a little bit towards the end, got out, and he won. So that was good. And then the last match, which was...
it was like ladies, right?
Yeah, it was females. Erin Blanchfield, and I forgot the other one. Jessica something. Andrade, I believe. Jessica is a monster. She's tough. But Erin, she's a jiu-jitsu expert, and she handled the striking up on the top first very well. Yeah. And then got her to the ground and submitted her in the second round, I believe. That was a great one. That was good.
So did she pass out or just tapped out?
No, she tapped her out. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And Erin was ranked number 10, and Jessica was ranked number 3, I believe. So she definitely put herself in the top 5. So that was exciting to watch. Yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, the fight card was good. I mean, I don't remember a lot of these names at least, but I mean, I saw most of them, and there was submissions happening. It was a good, exciting match for it not being a pay-per-view.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't get to watch it. But I know there's one coming up in March. Is that the one with John Jones coming up?
Yeah. So John Jones versus Cyril Gane or whatever. They're fighting. That's going to be exciting. John Jones finally making the return here in 2 weeks, or less than 2 weeks, 13 days now. So that's exciting to watch. He's finally making it back. Hopefully, all these drug tests come clean.
Oh, my God.
No one does him dirty in his camp. If they mislead him and say something's good and it's not, sometimes things can be tainted. I don't know how innocent he is, but in the past for his convictions. But hopefully, he's clean all the way through. Everything after he wins, he's still clean, and he becomes the pound-for-pound champ, because I think he's the best.
Well, I don't know. And this is what, heavyweight or light heavyweight?
That's heavyweight. He made his way up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So,
what was he fighting before? Was it light heavyweight? Or
light heavyweight.
Oh, so he's with the big boys now.
Yeah.
Well, is the card really stocked, or the weight class stocked right now? Because, at times the heavyweights is not stocked. And it comes up and down.
I mean, for the most part, it's pretty good. The downside is Francis left the UFC because he's fighting for the UFC fighters and wanting them to make more money and stuff. Understandably, but he's holding it down. So he said, I'm not going to fight until I get the contract I want. But you also got to take care of everybody else that's fighting for the organization. So they didn't come to an agreement. So he left. And they just let him go. So I don't know if he's going to make a return or not. I hope he does, because that's going to be awesome to see him and John Jones. I'm paying for that.
Well, that goes back to what we talked about last time. Do the UFC fighters get the money that they deserve, or is it just really Dana White just holding all the money back? Because he goes on shows and so forth and say, yeah, they get the money, but there's so many fighters that come out and say, no, we don't get the money. So I really don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, they all try to fight for that fight bonus, try to get an extra $50K, and it means a lot, it seems like. So I don't imagine they make a whole bunch of money. I wish I could just ask Jamal, but I don't want to be too in his business on what he's making. But you see a lot of these guys go for that bonus. It means a lot to them and to the camp to pay their people and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's, it'd be different with just one or two people saying it, but there's multiple fighters that come out. And I believe it's probably like the up and coming ones, when they're fighting and they got to pay all these camps, and they're like, man, we just won, or we just fought and we don't have any money. Where is the money going?
Right.
And of course the fight camps, I'm sure they do cost a lot, on that.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it, but man, I mean, they run camps for 16 weeks is like a full camp, I believe.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money. Like, they put in so much work, and they bring in people to train with them. At least at the very highest level, right? For like the championship or top 10 fighters, they're definitely investing into the time and who they roll with on the mats or train with and stuff like that. So I can't imagine.
Yeah, they should probably get that guy Tommy to train with them. You ever seen Tommy fight?
Tommy?
Yeah, from that movie, The Warriors, with the brothers. And Tommy goes, hey, I need one guy. And Tommy goes, I'll do it for $200.
And I don't remember that.
Go, did you sign the waiver? Yeah. Then he goes there and just, terrorizes the guy, beats him up and everything. And then at the end, you owe me $200.
I need to watch that movie. I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen the movie, or you don't remember it? Oh, about the brothers when they fight against? Oh, man, I can't believe that. That's with Hardy. What's his name? Tom Hardy, I think? Yeah, he comes out in that.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe I need to look it up.
Have I seen it? I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, look it up. Look up Warriors with
Warriors.
Tom Hardy.
Oh, Warriors. Yeah, I don't
not the Warriors, the gang. It's the Warriors, the two brothers fighting UFC.
Oh, okay.
Just go ahead and look it up. Look it up on there. But yeah, I mean, I always thought that was funny. I was like looking at that scene every once in a while. Mm-hmm. Reminds me of my days when I wasn't fighting at all. Well, I mean, to be honest, yesterday I was very busy. I didn't get to watch the fight. I had to go to this sweetheart dance with my wife.
How was that?
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
it was good.
Did you dance?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
I did bust out my moves like I always do. And it was my wife sponsored the linens, so she does linens on the side as her side hustle. And so we sponsored the linens, so we had to get there on Friday, the day before, and we put all the linens up, which she did a real good job. But
did she take pictures?
No, she forgot.
Oh, no.
But I think a friend of hers took some pictures to hopefully try to promote herself by using those pictures. So
yeah,
I'm like, dang it. She's like, I forgot to take pictures. Let me take pictures. I go, it's too late. Everybody's sitting down eating. And
the linen's already dirty. Kids dropping shit. Or just adults.
Yeah, there's always that.
Yeah.
No. That Warriors you're looking at, that's the Warriors gang. Put Warrior.
Oh, okay.
No, don't put Warriors. Just put Warrior with Tom Hardy.
Okay.
Saturday, which was Saturday, yesterday, we had to be there at 7, but it's a church. We had to go to a church service. And then when the service is almost over, we have to, everybody renew their vows.
Yeah.
All together. And I was like, you kind of tricked me on this one here. I think he found it up there.
Yeah, I found it. Let me see.
All right, so you can see it there, the Warrior. Yeah, it's not Warriors, but that's the movie. Click on the actual picture. See if it comes up a little bit more. Okay.
You don't remember seeing that one? No, I haven't seen it yet. I might check it out this week.
All right. While we're talking, go ahead and look up on YouTube. Look up Tom Hardy Warrior fight scene.
Gotcha.
And see if you could find that down. That was a pretty good scene, and then you're going to see, like, hey, you owe me $200. You see that?
Yeah, but so talking about some other sports here in San Antonio, UFC is coming up, right? But also today was XFL, the first game here in San Antonio.
I saw. Well, I didn't see it, but I was. I saw some posts come up because The Rock was there today.
Yeah, he was there. He announced that they're going to have the championship game here in San Antonio for the league.
Wow. Okay.
Here in May at some point. I think May 13th or something like that. I don't know.
That'd be cool to watch.
Yeah. Hey, go to YouTube though. You're going to Google. Go to YouTube. But because my wife told me, she goes, look, I forgot. Look, oh my God, you can see him on the field. I guess a friend of hers did it, and there it is. Tommy right here versus the dog. Let's go ahead and play that. Play that real quick. See, you owe me $200 or $200. Oh shit! I didn't mute my phone. I apologize for that one there.
Yeah, that looks good. I need to check it out.
So, anyways, that was one of the movies I referenced to for UFC, and but so wait, there's also a fight coming up in San Antonio, which that one is in March 18th?
March 25th.
25th, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a week off on that one.
Yeah, and Sanhagen versus Cheeto Vera. Yeah, so I'm not too crazy about the card. If I'm free, I might go check it out. I don't have the kids, but I did get Liam for the day before. I gave him the option, the UFC fight, or they have a Fury fight here in San Antonio. The cool thing is his coach, one of his coaches for jiu-jitsu, he's going back into MMA, and his first fight back is happening on that Friday, on the 24th. And I told him if we go, I'll get the ringside seats. They're $200 each, but they also come with a meet and greet with Brandon Moreno, who is the flyweight champion.
Oh, really? Okay.
125 or 130? Yeah, 125. And then from Mexico. And then the kid, the youngest UFC fighter, I think now he's 18. He's also going to be here too. and Liam's super excited to meet him, so he chose that instead. So I'm like, I'm down. I'd rather pay like $500 and we sit ringside and meet some people than $500 and I'm like still sitting like 100 feet away from the, the ringside, So
and with the tight seats, those seats are small.
Yep.
Of course, as the years I got bigger, but still, I'm like, man, they're still small.
Yeah, so we're excited. I'm probably gonna buy those tickets tonight, so then we can have a ringside and meet and greet with the UFC champ and one of these up and coming kids. It's crazy to say, 18 years old.
Wait, so he's a UFC champion or just a champion in another?
Brandon Moreno is a champion in UFC, and Raul Rosas Jr. He just had his first fight in UFC like this past like November, December. Won his first fight, and now he's up and coming.
Wow,
he's exciting to watch. These grown ass men don't like it that they're fighting the kid. They think it's a joke until he ends up on their back and choking them out. So
yeah, I can imagine that. Like, oh shit, just kidding. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
So that's exciting to watch. So I got that going on. So I'm excited.
All right. Well, fuck. You should have went to that sweetheart dance I went to.
You didn't invite me. I would have took Mila, my dream girl. She reminds me
I'm just saying, you and your wife could have renewed your vows.
Yeah, you're such a piece of shit. That's why you're choking.
Yeah, exactly that. I guess we'll tell that story, another time. But that was funny.
Yeah, let's wait for the divorce to finalize.
Shit. So what else you got going on in sports, Mrs. Sportsman?
The XFL, the UFC stuff coming up. After that, it's not too much. Well, there's basketball. We're going to pivot into basketball if UFC doesn't have anything exciting going into the summertime. But
you were talking about the XFL. So San Antonio has the Brahmas.
Yeah.
So where did they get that name from? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure originated from like The Rock at some point.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Because he's the Brahma Bull and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I had my boys wearing their Rock gear T-shirts, the Under Armour, The Rock. It has like the bull face in the front.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So
maybe that should be our uniform.
Yeah. No, let's not do that.
My wife will probably be the one doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, I'm not. I'm not really the sports guy, so I don't know. When you play tennis, do you hit a home run, or how that works, or something like that, or that's not me, man. My son does that. He's the baseball player now, so not me. Well, actually, I did play baseball when I was smaller. I was in the youth baseball, and the whole season I hit the ball once.
This was T-ball?
No, this is beyond. This is pitch,
okay.
The other team pitches, whatever. It's not the coach pitch.
And he likes to catch.
And so they would throw the ball, and I always struck out. But I did hit it one time, and I made it to first base. And my godfather was so proud of me and all that.
That one and only time?
Yeah, and I ran to second, but it was the third out, so they got the next guy out. Probably was my brother Jerry, probably struck him out too. And my brother Jerry will get pissed because he'll be there waiting, like going to hit, and then he goes, strike one, strike two. He goes, I haven't even moved the bat. Why are they striking me out? But I did play center field. So no, right field. I played right field, and they always had me behind the gate for some reason. I was like, Coach, am I supposed to be in the field and so forth? But they said I would fuck it up more, so they put me way over there. I was always itching with the ants and the bugs and all that. Yeah, so.
But you also did swimming, so at least you got that going for you.
Oh, swimming, yes. I love the swimming. Swimming was awesome. The only thing I couldn't really dive well. I even had my friend Debbie. Debbie would try to help me dive, and because she dove pretty good, and she was a swimmer. So we would go to the Paul Taylor Fieldhouse.
Yeah,
and I would go there when it's not practice after school, and I would just stay at the edge, and I would try to dive forward. Because when you swim, you dive forward, and then you just start swimming.
Yeah.
Well, when I would dive, I would jump, and I would just go straight down. That's all I would do. The coach like, what the fuck? And I knew I did that because I would push off the wall. He goes, you shouldn't be able to push off the wall. You should be like, I don't know, like 20 feet or something when you start, you dive and you start swimming. So, and eventually I caught on and got to do it. And I did pretty good in my league or on that. But they kept stealing my trunks. They kept stealing my...
Did you wear a Speedo at one point?
That's all we wore was Speedos.
Oh,
okay. I
okay.
think they were doing that so they could get me off the team. I think that's probably what it was. Let's get this weak link off of here. But I don't know, I did good. How about you? Did you play any sports?
In middle school, I did football, but then when I went into high school, I got convinced by a buddy.
Don't tell me you did ROTC.
Yep, ROTC did the drill team and everything with the rifles. I don't regret it. It kept me out of trouble. I came from John Jay, first of all, so being in ROTC, you had to just abide by the rules and stay in line. And I did just that for the most part until my senior year. Then I had a girlfriend and kind of fell into the distractions too much.
I didn't realize you went to J because, that's right. Yeah, where you lived at the high school is J.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever go there in a way, but I went to Science and Engineering Academy there at John Jay, so it didn't really matter. But yeah.
All right, but what about your other courses? Was it strictly everything there was in science and?
For the most part, except the electives.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you ever get stabbed or anything while you were there?
No, I was able to avoid it.
Did you stab anybody?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was crazy there back. It was because I graduated in 2007.
Wow.
And it was still pretty rough. I'm pretty sure it's still rough there now. I don't know, but they had their troublemakers out there though for sure. But I just stayed in line in ROTC, looking like a nerd, walking in uniform on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I forget. Shout out to the ROTC program there because the varsity team is still winning national championships. I looked it up. I was just curious, and they're still killing it out there. I don't hate James. It's better than the swim team.
At least it was a sport.
A sport. Okay. You don't know what it takes.
Now, did they have any shootings or anything there or lockdowns when you went to school?
No, not at all. It was just more the drug dogs coming in to sniff the lockers. That's about it, though.
Yeah, I heard that the drug dogs will go in and smell, but they will get high really quick because there were so many drugs in that school. So they could even go like past the fifth locker or something.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about
that. Because my wife works there, and my cousin Sandra worked there this past year, and they had 2 lockdowns because the shootings was just right there right across the street, and across the street is not very far compared to other high schools. It's just literally just what you got like 30 feet, and then you have the street, so it was close by.
Yeah. And
they actually, one of the students came in and they locked everything down. She goes, I saw the shooting. They were right there. They passed me, whatever. And
oh, shit.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's still rough over there. But, I mean, it's a good place. Not too bad. It could be worse. It could be in the east side. Or the middle or the west side.
Well, I don't know. I mean... Yeah, I'm not going to say it. Well, I already said everything.
But John Jay is pretty popular because of the football players. No, I mean, that too, but...
The shootings?
At a national level, that's just local shanking? Level. That's just local level, like, popularity, but... And on a national level, that one football player that tackled the referee, do you remember that?
Oh, my God, yes.
And then he came on, like, the news, on national news. And he had
Good Morning America, I think, too?
Yeah, the mullet. Yeah, the mullet in the back. God. And then the little, I don't know what the fuck it was in the front.
The Edgar haircut?
Something like that. And it was, like, business in the front, party in the back. Puro pinche party.
Oh, it was an embarrassment. That was an embarrassment to everything there.
And then I went to go meet up with my buddies. He was buying some Spurs tickets for me because I was a season ticket holder at the time, and when they were exciting to watch, not anymore. But he told me to go meet him at the basketball courts, and he always played with like the hood guys and everything. And then he looks at me and was like, "Hey, you know who that guy is?" And I look at him, and some guy, he's like playing shirtless basketball or whatever. And I was like, "No, who is that?" He's like, "He's a local legend." I'm like, what do you mean? And he was like, that's the guy that tackled the referee, the football player from Jay.
Oh my God. And I bet you were laughing like that.
Oh, bro, I was laughing, and I just didn't want to cause too much ruckus over there. You know, I'm in the hood, so I don't belong too much. I could get in and get out, but I don't try to stay in there.
Wow. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot he was the one from John Jay's shoot.
Mm-hmm.
That's embarrassing.
So, what do you got from your high school?
From high school, I went to Holmes High School. You know, we were winning the state champions.
For what?
There. And
swim?
No, football. We even had the Cash brothers who went to NFL. And they were great. We did good. I mean, we had no shootings. We didn't have any of that. You know, we were a little bit, I don't know about now. Now I think it's totally opposite, I think we're still above John Jay. I mean, I think it's sure. JJA and is above John Jay too.
JJA, the
JJ is a juvenile juvenile.
JJA, whatever they call it. Yeah. I think my buddy, Aaron, you remember Aaron?
Yeah.
He got sent there. He got bullied so bad. I felt bad for him. And he ended up taking a knife to school. He was at Sam Rayburn at the middle school that feeds into John Jay.
Yeah.
And I just remember going to the office one day because I got in trouble for something stupid. And then I see him sitting down. I look at him. I'm like, what's up, dude? And he just like shook his head no to me. I'm like, okay, I'll just talk to this guy later. And then he lived right down the street from me. I go over and I find out from his parents, they told me that he took a knife to school. And I was like, God damn it, bro. I wish I was there to help him out because like I had some bullies on my list too, man. Like I got into one fight with one of my bullies. He definitely kicked my ass, but it was a cheap shot in the very beginning, though, that I couldn't really recover from. I just get pushed from the back as I'm taking off my shirt.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I just see an uppercut coming up, and then I'm just like dazed after that, and we're just like, I'm trying to swing, did not know what to do. I wasn't trained in jiu-jitsu. Like Liam is now, my son, so he'll be good to go. But
how old was this girl?
This girl, fuck. I was in 8th grade or 7th grade.
She was in elementary still, or
shut the fuck up. No, it was like 7th, 8th grade, and yeah, I tried to defend myself. I remember just like could not do nothing. Even though I was like a bigger kid, like I wasn't like fat or anything, but just like I am now. But back then I was just like on the taller end.
Yeah.
But there's this one kid that was the bully. Like he was already like 6 feet in middle school.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like 5'8" at the time, maybe, or 5'9" maybe, and. Yeah, he was huge. He was ginormous. He was just rough, and I'm pretty sure he's in prison now. That's how fucking crazy that guy was. And yeah, so I remember.
Was this at Rayburn?
Yeah, Sam Rayburn.
Wow.
Yeah, so I lost that fight, my one and only fight. Learned not to get sucker punched and handle that way better, Yeah. You gotta be defensive right away and not just talk shit with your hands down. So.
Now, what I remember, I went to Rayburn my 6th grade year.
Did you?
Yeah, so I was at the same school. Wasn't there long. My older brother got expelled from Rayburn. Yeah, he took some medication to school and gave it away. He was a dumbass. Yeah, yep. So which was since he was expelled, my brother and I, my older brother, we were able to graduate the same year. Mm-hmm. But I actually graduated first because my name is James and his was John. So I told him I graduated before you, and I'm younger than you. Cheap shot. But it's the truth. Yeah. I did graduate first.
No, that's cool. Yeah. So good old Rayburn. That's my historical background. Grew up in the rough side, and
yeah, he did grow up rough. But at least you don't live in the area anymore, right?
Oh God, I'm so in the Cuspville area. Right? I need to move to the opposite side of town. But it's home to me. It's not too bad.
I'm sorry.
They built those fancy new overpasses, makes it look a little bit better than it actually is.
Well, yeah, they want to they don't want the people who are coming in to visiting to see all the trash. They're going to build the
walls like they did in. for the Olympics. You remember that shit?
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. Like, no, don't look here. Look, go up like that. You don't see nothing.
There's no homeless on the other side of this wall.
Yeah. Well, the good thing in Texas, we like push all the homeless out all the time. We're not like Californians where they all living just down the street. I bet, like, I live in a cul-de-sac. If Texas wasn't the way they are, we would have them all over the cul-de-sac.
Oh, where it's empty too, right?
Yeah.
It'll be a little tent, little city.
Yeah, because we actually have that walkway next to us, you know, and I bet you they would be all there.
Yeah.
It's the only good thing about Texas, you know, besides our guns. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a woods.
Yeah.
And they would be in the woods too.
Yep, that wooded area.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Like, turn off. It's a real back. You know what? I think it's your headphones that's making you have a big background sound. Why don't you switch to those other ones?
Yeah, it's like a white noise.
Yeah, it's a lot. Have you been hearing the thing about George Lopez, all his controversy and stuff like that?
Yeah, against Ralph Barbosa.
Well, not really him, but just in general. I mean, yes,
it ignited the other stuff. Yeah, his comment towards that kid, that young comedian, ignited like how he does not support other Latinos out there in the industry and stuff like that. Yeah,
I mean, but he just really how do you say, admitted everything. Yeah, before it was just a little, you know, something you heard, but it really wasn't anything concrete, you know?
Yeah.
And that was the interview with Steve Trevino. So, and that's what that's when I really heard everything. Well, actually, you know what? I heard it from TikTok first.
Yeah.
I heard it from TikTok, just some little clips, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on with George Lopez? And I went back and I checked it all, and then I saw the interview, and I'm like, holy shit, you know, he's legit.
Yeah, he just kind of like exposed himself like a dumbass. Everyone, all his people around him already know he's an asshole. And then he just opened up the TikTok viral explosion, and that shit blew up in his face. And now he's there apologizing to Ralph Barbosa, thinking that's going to put the Band-Aid on everything, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, well, I saw the interview with Ralph Barbosa when he got the phone call from George Lopez.
Yeah.
And to him, he's like, I don't care, you know, too much, because actually all the jokes in George Lopez is before his time. You know, not like us or me, where I knew George Lopez from all this stuff.
Right.
But when he comes back and when he's talking to Steve Trevino, and there was another, I'm not sure if you saw the other guy. I think it was Juan Villarreal. He was talking about how he was, when he was working with Dio Hughley, and Dio Hughley was helping him, and he says, hey, you know, you want some work, or, you know, hey, you want me to help you? I mean, he was asking Dio Hughley, can you help me out? He said, of course. And he goes, hey, we have this show in San Antonio coming up, and it's with he was talking about was it Charlie Murphy, Eddie Griffin, and Dio Hughley, and he goes George Lopez, and he was like, whoa, no, but this was his manager or sponsor talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was saying like, hey, he goes, he was talking to his manager, and his manager goes, you know, with George Lopez, and he's like, no, I just forget it, I ain't gonna get it. He goes, well, why not? Yeah. He goes, well, George Lopez is gonna be in there, and George Lopez doesn't work with any Latinos. If he's on the card, he doesn't want no Latinos to be on the card with him at all. And he goes, no, don't worry about it. We're gonna go ahead and check. And then he calls him back and goes, yeah, you're right. George Lopez is the only Latino that's going to be on there. And he goes, you know, I have nothing against him. It's just the way he is. You know, it's just a game. You know, that's how we play it. And he goes, you know, it hurt me for a while, but there's nothing more I could do about it. You know. Yeah. But he didn't say anything bad about George Lopez, because, you know, he's still trying to get in the game still. You know. Yeah, absolutely. But that just sucks for for other Latinos that are trying to go in and do stuff, but then when you could get the help, George Lopez doesn't give no help to anybody. Yeah, he actually just shits on you for asking for help. Yeah, so, pretty much. So yeah, he's just, I don't know. He just came off the wrong way. I get it. You want people to grind and make it their own way, but there's people out there who have made it and they want to just give back, you know, because some people get like small opportunities that helps them get
to the destination that they want to, and George Lopez is like, nah, fuck them all, especially if they're Latinos. So that's pretty messed up. But especially as he talks about the Latino culture as if it's all like a tight knit community, you know, and then he's like, no, yeah, and then he just like shits on them. That's pretty messed up.
Yeah, because he always says that. I mean, he thinks that all his jokes about how we all grew up, it's all on him. That's his platform. Nobody could take it, and all that. But when he hears other people like, goes, well, they took it from me. They took it from me. Like maybe they got the idea, but we all have different ways we were brought up, and it's just a lot of them are similar. But it doesn't mean we get it from George Lopez. How we grew up. Because the Generation X and to millennials to the Generation Z now are all different. And he was just talking about that. That's why Ralph Barboza doesn't really know him too much. Supposedly, Ralph Barboza says that, like that was beyond his time on that. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. I was just like, wow, George Lopez. Because he said, well, I laid the foundation. I laid the blueprint. It's just up to you guys to follow it.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good. But like you said, he just like, man, fuck y'all, Yeah, I did it. Now you ought to figure out a way to do it. But
yeah, so I don't really care for him anymore after that. Ralph Barboza is pretty cool. I like the guy. He's really funny. I've seen some of his stuff.
Now, I tell you what, I still would watch George Lopez. I would still go, but I just know that he's the way he is now.
Yeah.
And did you hear the things with Paul Rodriguez, all the stuff that he was said about him too as well? Mm-hmm. And did you hear what Paul Rodriguez said?
I think so. I remember a story. I don't know if it's Paul though, but it was like George was going to call him up to the stage, and then he just used him as like a little assistant boy. Yeah. When he got up there, and he wasn't expecting that, and George Lopez pretty much just shit on him. Yeah, that was pretty fucked up. Was that Paul? Yeah,
it was Paul Rodriguez.
Yeah.
But there was, Paul Rodriguez said something after that, and he was just like, I don't remember doing that. He goes, but I did drink a lot. But if I did do that, which I don't think so, I'm sorry, it was a dick move or something. I'm an asshole for doing that. But for keep the grudge. And then Paul Rodriguez still had George Lopez was helping him. Mm-hmm. Paul Rodriguez was helping George Lopez, and he even gave him $25,000 on one of his shows.
Yeah.
And George Lopez said, this is the most I ever got, of course, at that time. Mm-hmm. And George Lopez, said, hey, here you go, $25,000.
Yeah.
So, but if it kind of goes back to, was it really as bad as George Lopez said? Because George Lopez still worked with Paul Rodriguez. Mm-hmm. And Paul Rodriguez still worked, gave him money.
Right.
And then when Paul Rodriguez was down in his luck, he asked George Lopez for some help. Like, hey, can I open for you? He goes, yeah. And so Paul Rodriguez manager called George Lopez manager, what it was. And he said, okay, well, how much am I going to get? He goes, you want to know? He goes, no, just tell me. He goes, no, you're kidding. He goes, he's only going to offer you $300. He goes, was it $1,000, $2,000, $3,000? No, $300, which was an insult. He goes, oh, no, this is wrong. He's doing this shit on purpose and so forth. Mm-hmm. So, that's kind of like a dick move there, too. When they're like giving you pennies, like, I really don't want you. That's why I'm giving you a low ball, and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's pretty messed up.
But, yeah, I read a lot about it. That's how I got something. I was like, well, wait a minute. What did he say? What did he say? What was the return back, and all that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care for George anymore, unfortunately.
All right. Now, I haven't seen the Ralph Barboza special. I seen him on late night. I think it was Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon, one of them. Mm-hmm. He was funny. But I do want to see the HBO special he has out there. But I haven't done it yet, but I will.
Gotcha. Yeah, we should check it out this week and then talk about it.
Stop.
Not together, separately.
Oh, okay,
separately.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we could do that.
Unless your wife leaves, then
no.
I might swing by.
All right.
All right, James. So, are you going to the rodeo at all this week? I know it kind of started off last week too.
I think it's over.
Is it over? No, there's like a couple more days left. I promise.
You sure? I think it's over.
I swear that my friend bought tickets for us for tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have our video engineer check on that.
Yeah, check what's tomorrow. I don't know the artist at all, to be honest. I just got invited to go. I said sure.
But didn't it start on the 9th or 8th? But I think it started on the 8th or 9th. It was my birthday weekend it started, which was 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And rodeo's usually only 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's going to be ending here in the next couple of days. I think it's wrapping up now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It could be me.
I swear it's wrapping up. That or whoever's taking me is lying to me. And I might just end up at their house.
All right, I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, it'll be a first time.
Look at that. What's today's date? The 19th? We got the 20th?
Oh, yeah, you're right. The 20th, Dwight Yoakam.
Is that who I'm seeing? I already know who that is.
Is that tomorrow? Wait, you're going to 20. What the hell's today? Today's the 19th. Okay. Dwight Yoakam's pretty good. It's a little older than you. That was my high school days.
We got Swindle. Who else we got? Swindell? My bad.
Oh, what the fuck? I thought you were a country guy.
No, I'm not. Turnpike Troubadours. I'll go see them.
There's also Nelly.
Yeah, I'll also go see Nelly too. You got Leonard Skinner. See, it's still going on. What are you talking about? Or is that not the rodeo? Oh, okay, never mind.
No, that's the rodeo.
Oh, you got Flatland Cavalry. Okay. Whoever's watching this doesn't know who the fuck we're talking about, probably, but
yeah, it's all Texas.
I don't know none of those other people.
Bandera Ham Rodeo. That's somewhere. Okay, you were going too far now. Okay.
And we're done.
No, the 25th.
25th, the last day. No, that's Freeman. I guess Charia, whatever the hell that's some. I guess part of it.
That's pretty cool.
All right, so
you want to go see the monster trucks?
Wait, so when are you going? When are you going to your concert?
I don't know. I swear it was probably tomorrow. I got to check my texts. I'm really bad on my schedule. I've been so busy. I have been nonstop this weekend. And to be honest, after I got done with the Brahmas football game with the kids, I get home, putting some clothes away because I was washing clothes earlier this morning. And I was like, fuck, that fucking podcast today.
Wow.
I was like, I just wanted to lay down. But, I bought me an energy drink. No sugar. It's still bad for me.
You hear that? You heard that?
I'm sorry, guys.
You're not even important anymore.
I'm so sorry.
Show's over.
Wait, so you went to the XFL game?
I went to the game.
How much were the tickets?
For me and the kids, they had this me plus 3 little sale special thing, and you could buy it for the future games if you want to go check it out. But it was like the cheapest tickets are $18 each.
Yeah.
With that sale. If not, they're like $25. And then they go up in price after that. But yeah, if you buy them out like weeks out in advance, you get some good seats for like $20 a pop. I mean, after fees, maybe $25-$30. You know how that goes, but
yeah, especially with Ticketmasters, they fee on everything.
Yeah, it's almost like 100% tax. Wow. So yeah, that was my weekend. I mean, that was today, and then yesterday consisted of jiu-jitsu, wrestling, a birthday party, watch UFC fight night because I got to go see my boy fight with the rest of the people I like to follow.
Sorry.
Yeah, so someone has to stay on top of it since you were too busy fucking
marry my wife again.
Yeah, loving each other over there.
You don't know anything about getting married. Actually, this is the third time getting married. My wife consistently. Like renewing her vows twice already. Have you ever? No, you haven't done that yet. Okay.
I just made it through the vows once, and then weeks later it was just a train crash. So, shout out to those people over there. So, but other than that, I mean, I'm excited. We should try to go see a game if you're down.
Yeah,
I'll sit right next to you.
Seriously?
Yeah. Or we can share a seat. Think about it.
These are the pricing of the tickets. The pricing of the tickets.
Yeah, so that me plus 3 offer.
All right.
Yeah, that's the. That's somewhere to go.
I see about like 24 that they're starting at.
All right, so it's $24 for you and 3 other people. $24.
That's each ticket, James.
Oh.
I know you're good at math.
Oh, it's about $100.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you have to pay for parking?
Yeah, that's another $25 at the stadium.
Damn, could you buy a parking pass before? Or?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
It was $25, I think.
Damn.
Yep.
That parking is going high. I think when we went to see Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was pretty high too.
That was what, $30?
Just like, yeah.
At the stadium?
No, I think we got the tickets before. Did I buy?
We bought parking there when we arrived.
Oh, we did. Okay, so it was what, $30 probably.
Yeah, just around there.
Yep.
It was pretty good. The first match it was pretty good. We got like the first guy that entered. He was got out. He fought the guy number 30. So number 1 lasted all the way through the first the men's.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because this is a 30-man fight.
Yeah. So number 1 lasted the whole way, but got out at number 30.
That sucks.
Yeah, even Logan Paul was there.
Oh,
yeah, we saw him come out.
Don't care for
he did his cool move off the top rope, actually.
Yeah.
Right before he drank his prime drink, right?
Yes.
No,
actually, a fan handed him his prime drink.
Yeah, but okay, think about that. How does a fan come in with prime drink?
Yes, because when we walked in, they told me to throw away my Bill Miller's drink.
Mm-hmm. So that was all staged.
Probably. Or he either just snuck it in, which is impossible.
Yeah, they had all the detectors. Yeah. There's no way.
They would have found the can.
Yeah, that was all staged.
But, man, I don't know.
All right, well, I mean, this is our second podcast. Actually, this is our third. Because the second one we had to scrap because of sound. Like right now, our video producer should be muting his microphone. There you go. So, again, we don't pay them, so this is why you hear all that stuff.
This is what you get.
Yeah. But this is our third one. The second one didn't go good. But then we'll see you next week when Rocky has to get off the bed and come over here when he doesn't want to. And I'm over here texting everybody, hey, we doing this? I get no feedback, nothing. And I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah. But next week, let's do our fight predictions for the John Jones UFC card.
Yes.
So get ready for that.
I'll have mine ready. I'm going to research, and then I'm going to do some of those. Do they have any videos out for them?
For what?
For the fighters, I think that's like the week before, right?
Some do come out right now, but everything's going to be shooting out the week of the fight. So
yeah, that gets me pumped up, and I used to watch that. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's awesome. He's great.
Yeah.
Then you see the other one, like, oh, I don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah. You trying to base your predictions off of that?
I don't know.
No, I think I'll be ready to do at least the main card. I could shoot for it now, but I'll wait for next week.
All right, but I want to do all of them, and then we'll write these down so we could go back and check to see how many I won, how many you lost, and then we could go from there.
Yeah, you're not gonna beat me.
All right, and we'll put money on this.
We can.
Let's do $2 bets on each fight.
Okay.
All right. If you're feeling good, we could do $225.
$225.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. Oh, shit. That's my audio podcast. Thank you for watching JD Answers. No, that's my podcast, my YouTube. All right. You want to let it go? Because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Hey, guys, I appreciate y'all for watching 3 for the Road. This is Rocky. This is
James.
And we got our video producer. There you go. But all right, guys, catch us next week. We'll drop some predictions, and we can't wait to see what y'all throw in the comments.
And you can actually find my dad where?
JD Answers.
There we go. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.